DJ Wagner. Carter Knox waits for the flyby and then buries the triple.
Great job.
Pringle, nice move and a basket at the rim. Thomas with a fadeaway three. Back tap by Miller. And there's an easy slam from Chan.
The offensive rebounds and get another attempt.
How about Trevin Brazil stepping out a long range three and he'll bury the triple.
Big things from him.
New uniform number this year for Trevin. He was 2, then 4, now 7. And there's Darius Acuff. There's Acuff coming around the screen. Carter Knox tipped the rebound. Brazil with the hammer. There's a takeaway by Malik Thomas. Able to gather again and score, and there's our first look at Malik.
Billy Richmond with Malik Thomas. These are two guys that got high motors and can really get up and down the floor.
Yeah, they might wear you out. There's He looks up and there's Brazil in his face. This may not end well for him. Oh goodness, he went up and over TB to get the basket. 198 win. Brazil going to work, threw it off the side of the window, but he will go to the line and
share about him. And he does not play. Again, I know it's early, but he.
Think about it, it's his 4th year in the program, 5th in college basketball. He said, I've been a little more difficult to come by this evening. Nice maneuver though, and McKinley drew the foul.
And moves well to clear space and make some baskets. But again,
he's got some shooters, he's got some size. Big 12 is no joke now, that's a big time basket. Billy Richmond finds Carter Knox. What a beautiful jump shot from Carter. 5 early points. And now the Bearcats, for one of the few times tonight, have a chance to run. Pretty good catch off the bounce by McKinley, and he'll wait for the up and under and score.
That's what, getting in gaps, getting in the lane, causing help situations, and getting
60% from the field, but Joe, 84% of his attempts were at the rim. And one of the few times tonight, the shot clock has been down to single digits, but Acuff will pull. Billy Richmond.
Yeah, he's number 22 player in the country. And I think one of, I think 8 to 10 McDonald All-Americans.
This is Nick Pringle. How about that fight for the basketball? Arkansas can run. Billy Richmond with the hammer.
You play around. They can't get anything in the lane.
How about this defensive stand for Arkansas on a long miss? Rebound to Miller and a whistle. Rebound Thomas. Hawks coming back 4 on 3. Trevin Brazil couldn't catch it. Back to disrupt was Miller. There's Thomas, open look. Missed the 3 ball. Sealy got his hands on it, but it'll be Bearcat basketball. There's going to be some nights when Kirk Crease is just going to realize quite where he was on the floor. Thomas, quick release. Knockdown 3 for Malik.
Teams coming this year thinking not only they have a chance in the league, but in the tournament.
Celestine with a knockdown, and then, of course, 8% from the field, but shipping into this deficit. At one time down 12. Another knockdown from Celestine.
With Baylor last year, he's not afraid of the big spotlight, coming out playing well.
And there's a make from Darius. Class by the different services. DJ Wagner, couple of big steps, hanging in the air and hitting, and that's the first.
This year that Cal has played. He likes the fact that he's got some guys that know what he wants, and he feels.
And others are in the non-con play, but obviously, as Joe mentioned, just trying to take on the other top dogs in college basketball. Acuff, spinning jump shot. All of a sudden, Acuff Jr. is coming alive. And he simply said, we knew this time would come when he would be a freshman going up against older players rather than being one of the younger guys.
Calipari would be at practice. Coach would be always talking him up in spurts. The spurts became longer and the confidence grew. And I'm with
field. There's Carter Knox. He gets that to roll down. Carter did admit a couple of weeks ago that he was just overwhelmed with tech. Carter Knox couldn't quite get there, but Thomas does. Acuff. How about a knockdown? That's 12, first half point. Miller last year at FAU, 34 starts, averaged more than 11 a game.
Recall that. Officials are looking to give players on offense the advantage.
Thomas the rebound. Malik Thomas will let one fly. Sealy tried to get a hand on it.
So it's a 28-foot shot.
Nifty block by Krisa. Here comes Harris. Nifty drive and 11 in the first month or so. Sealy off the dribble handoff. Gets to the rim. Another foul. More free throws upcoming.
Game of the year with having so many players, it's touching the sides of the floor. So it makes it so much easier to take the guy off the dribble than if you're just standing.
Extra pass into the corner for Harris. And the shot from Cham does not hit the backboard.
And get some stops and then look for the three ball.
That'll be a make from Miller. His first shot from the field. That's one he'd like to have back.
How about that pass? They say Ewan is like a point center. He found
another rebound for Ewan. They talk about his handles, his passing ability. We saw a little bit of that.
And a knockdown from Malik Thomas.
Great skills, and a lot of times he's so athletic that it looks like he's out of control, but just then and there, he's able.
So many times I would ask the returners sitting down for interviews about this freshman class, and they, to a man, would say almost the same thing. And Joe, that's come alive in aspects of this game.
You've got to be able to defend, get stops in your favor is huge.
Malik Ewan to the line. He got there. Florida State and Arkansas. Krisa couldn't catch it cleanly. And there's a nice knockdown from Cham, who at 15 collects. Wagner with a determined drive. There's Brazil. Easily will throw one down. Fun to go on that Wayback Machine every once in a while, but it's been fun to look forward to this 25-26 campaign for the Razorbacks. Day Thomas can't keep disruptive.
Get him in a hurry a little bit.
No doubt. Going to speed him up. Pringle will drop it in and have a chance for a three-point play.
January, and so to see both these bigs, Ewan and
throw it in every time, but you got to be able to go get a basket every once in a while with the big, and you know what that's all about.
Absolutely.
Billy Richmond down the lane with some damage. His in-state team.
Yeah, he'll have a lot of people in the crowd, and he
on
plays like he's in Memphis every night.
You might be right. A 2-run in this second half, led by 20 at the break. Acuff getting downhill. Thought he might have forced that up, but he gets it to drop, and he'll have a chance for Detroit. The way I talk is Detroit. I play for Detroit. Spent a couple of years at IMG. Bearcats on the push. Zella will lay it in. The big man from France wearing number 65. Joe, the one thing I've noticed about this defense too, Arkansas not bashful about pushing them out beyond the arc, and sometimes you beat that by
trying to take away vision. Very effective.
Malik Thomas going to work, twisting, spinning, scoring for the freshman. That's 15. Carter Knox back in the game, buries a three, and he's in double. Cats for the game, shooting 27%. A shot over.
And verified.
Where the number of shots Arkansas has altered. Brazil running the floor, able to stay in bounds. His pass was now the Bearcats with Krisa. How about that scoop? And a lay-in from Zella, who's had 3 field goals so far here. Back team in more than 10 minutes. And Joe, we saw them be able to play without fouling, play hard without fouling. It feels like in today's day and age, that is a lost art.
Well, and so much defense is not being ready to play defense.
Makes sense. Hey, they found something in Zella. I know he got stuffed on practice. Acuff Jr. from one end to the other. Hello! The freshman. Going to get some of their points. I'm not sure Dame's going to take it from one end and hammer one down on the other, but regardless.
I mean, he is a bad man, and I don't like to great people to try to emulate it, but I don't like when people compare.
Bearcats have found just a little bit of rhythm, maybe. Billy Richmond, we're about to have showtime! Billy Richmond's hammer!
Energy Go plug into him for a little while.
Hope you heard him at the half. He was talking about going up in Memphis. Pringle's going to get an offensive foul. He said,
ball, now you got going in some volleyball.
Fun time of the year. This is truly overlap season, and Malik Thomas just ran over.
They're pick sixes, so the turnovers have been pretty dramatic.
Seriously was Arkansas. It hasn't quite been his night tonight, but he will have a few. He'll launch just as I say that and threw one wide left.
In high school.
Acuff tried to get downhill. Carter Knox hit a three earlier. Missed that one badly. Easy catch and score for Trevin Brazil. Averaged just under 7 points a game and 5.5 rebounds. Creasa had his pass intercepted. Arkansas is coming back 5-on-2. A bounce to Billy. A lob to Carter. He'll flush. That was pretty.
Defense and then off to the races and then sharing the ball.
That's another knockdown from Celestine. He's made.
You don't have to just drive in there and make a play.
Billy's ready again for another lob. He'll catch and flush. You can see that one. It has been showtime from the beginning to the end so far.
And some dudes that can get up and down the floor.
Joe, there were times last year where it was just tougher.
Depth, they were limited in their shooting. They were just a team that really, again, if you can get the ball movement and the defense, you're going to be able to get a lot of easy things. On with Cal, because you start getting a little loose and start doing some things and jacking up some things.
I think Cal's going to have a different mindset this year. We'll talk about it if this run ends. And
finish a game, to win a game. You know, we're right there. The coffin's got, you know, it's going to say now, hey, man, you're already at the finish line.
Good.
You're already there. With Cal coming back is just going to jack them up even more. They've got good players. They've got to the medal. Going to be a great test.
1 of 2 for Rodriguez.
They have, like that shot right there, they've gotten the ball to the rim 7-8 times for some great looks. They're not fit on the floor and get up threes. And again, this is a good Cincinnati team. They've run it. And this is going to be a great teaching tool. I mean, they are going to benefit from this. It gives
you a blueprint.
It gives blueprint to what you sit there and it's the attention of your team.
It should.
To do it better. The good teams respond.
How about the catch by Ewan? He'll fly, or he was going to have another. Again, you could see that coming at midcourt. Yeah. You know, you start seeing the eyes and the angles, and you know Kelly. This bounce pass was intercepted by Rodriguez. Tillery will continue to the rim and lay it in. He said with Coach Cal, and he said, yeah, you're going. But it was a funny story he told. Did. And finally, someone said, you can go. Everybody. There's a lot to like with Zella. He's had 5 field goals.
Come together, and then, again, you know, like we talked on Tuesday night, they're going to be ready. The crowd's going to be ready. It's going to
be a minute to go here in this exhibition game. That's Buckingham from Edmond, Oklahoma. I bet he has a few people here today, and there's a make from Rodriguez.
Play within the team and not play to their high school stats or what they were coming out of high school.
89 points tonight for the Razorbacks. 44 of those coming in the paint with some dunks, some makes from distance. A treat to have Joe Klein along and for our entire crew. I'm Brett Dolden, thanking you for tuning in. Once again, our final score, Arkansas takes down